Welcome back, Shedheads.
What's up? What's up?
Fuck!
We got
Welcome
some,
back, guys. Welcome
Got
back.
some angry fans in here. We got some angry ones.
Jesus. Well, it didn't look so good for me.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Tim. Y'all deserve it because we clearly didn't play well enough for it.
Whew.
But as you guys may know, we ended up losing. But thankfully enough, the Eagles lost as well.
Yeah.
But today for you guys, we're going to go ahead. We're going to jump into the wild card round recap. Going to jump into today's divisional rounds picks that we're getting ready to watch here soon. And we're going to kind of see where everybody's head's at, see how they're thinking everything's going to play out to get to the Super Bowl. Going to give you guys a coaching update. So some of the teams that were coachless now have coaches, have some kind of foundation to build on. And after that, we're gonna get into our the last.
Or we're gonna get into a divisional. So all three of our teams, we're gonna go off of our worst divisional loss in the last 20 years, and then our best divisional win in the last 20 years.
Yeah, so had to kind of search on that one, but it was all right.
I had to go way back.
But
for some of it.
yeah. Still some fresh wounds there.
Yeah.
Still some fresh wounds there. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into everybody's wild card recaps. So let's start off with you there, Drew. How did you think things played out?
Whew. I know we made some takes last week, and we agreed on a lot of the games, but it did not play out the way we thought it would.
Not at all.
I think we were like 50%, right?
Yeah, 50-50.
If that, yeah.
Was it like a stat that like a lot of the away teams won or something like that?
Yes.
Or home teams? It was something.
It was a weird stat that
what it was.
So yeah, what was that? Because Cowboys lost, they were a home team. Eagles lost,
I think it was like lower seeds or something.
they
like
were
that.
a home team.
No, the Tampa Bay.
Tampa
Bay was home, yeah.
Tampa Bay was the home team.
It was a crazy stat. I'm gonna have to
right.
find it. I can't remember exactly what it was off the top of my
Yeah,
head,
I
but
think
I'm
we
gonna
were the
find
only
it.
home team that lost.
Yeah, you were.
Really?
We were the only home
Because
team
the
that lost.
Texans
yeah.
were at home.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, bro.
Chiefs
Oh,
were
yeah.
at home.
Oh yeah.
Cowboys!
Detroit was at home.
Fuck
Yeah,
you
that's
guys.
right. Yep, the
Give me all
Bills.
that
Yep.
hope.
And then that's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, one of the stats was Green Bay. There was all the 7 seeds since the Super Wild Card
Yeah.
has become a thing. They were 0-7, all the 7 seeds. So
Oh, yeah,
Green Bay
they
was
were.
the first 7 seed to win a playoff game.
Oh, my
Since
God.
they updated the playoff.
I hate you, Cowboys. Golly.
Hey, making history, though. You're making history.
Yeah, they make it
Still out here making history.
Yeah. You want to give us a rundown of those games real quick? We
All
can
right,
talk
so
about
the first one that we got is the Browns versus the Texans.
Yeah, I picked Browns. I just thought the defense was going to do something. Normally in playoffs, that's what you kind of bank on is your
your defense.
defense kind of playing
being
pretty
able to
good.
run the ball,
And I don't know what kind of water. I think he got some of Michael's secret stuff and gave it to C.J. Stroud and
Yeah.
Devin Singletary and that defense because, geez, Houston was playing lights out.
Yeah.
I think that was the best Houston has looked all year.
Yeah, you gotta be
All year.
When you're on the road, you gotta be able to play defense and run the ball. And we know that's the bread and butter for the Cleveland.
Yep.
For Cleveland.
And it
they
did not
couldn't-
produce.
They got down too far where they couldn't really run the ball, so they came one dimensional.
Closer.
One
There you
dimensional.
go.
Yeah, there was a 45-14, so it was not close.
No, not at all.
I say
They
Joe.
ran away with it.
Yeah, Joe Flacco, man, he looked old, man.
Yeah, he really did.
I thought maybe
Yeah.
some of that experience was going to help him, but dude,
Yep.
it
I
was
thought he had
bad.
the protection he needed to be able to do anything. He just was not making any of his Flacco magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one game with Cooper was kind of
Outlier.
gave everybody
Yeah.
a lot of false hope.
Yeah.
For them.
But the
to-
thing was, it was against them when he did that.
Yeah.
That
CJ
is
did
true.
CJ didn't play that game, but
that's a
yeah.
big part too. Yeah.
So it was.
So in other words, we got that one wrong.
yeah, we all agreed on that Cleveland was gonna win. We got that wrong.
I think
yeah.
we agreed on all of the games. I don't think
Yeah.
there
I
was
think we
one.
had, there was one game. I did pick the Rams. We'll get into that one.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's right.
that's
We'll
right.
get. I did get into. We'll
Okay,
get into that one though.
So the next AFC game was the Dolphins against the Chiefs.
That cold weather was a very big factor.
Yeah.
Very big factor.
Yeah.
Tyreek could not make his cuts like he
No.
usually does.
He couldn't.
No.
And it slowed him down so much. You could see it.
I don't think any
Yeah.
of them were prepared for that, which normally you're not. That's the reason why they should have won that fucking game against Buffalo. Then you would have never had to worry about it.
That is true.
Been the number 2 seed, and you'd be playing Kansas City at home right now
Yep.
rather than playing out there.
Yeah. They couldn't. They kind of got away from the run. That kind of threw me off. Because, I mean,
they had
Yeah.
to. They got they started to lose, got down too much. But
Well, yeah.
once again, I mean, if the run is effective and that's what's got you there, that's what you should have.
that was like the
That
thing
was
that
the
usually
problem.
sets up the big plays for them is
Yeah.
the run game, throwing off of the run game. So that when they got down by too much, they became one dimensional, and Tua didn't really make any off script plays.
No,
No.
I mean,
no, he didn't extend no plays.
he didn't- yeah.
Didn't
Nope.
move
and
around.
he did get exposed when it came to that game. I'm a big fan of Tua, but
He
when I
looked
watched
stiff.
that, yeah,
He
Very-
looked real
very
stiff.
stiff.
In
Yeah,
cold weather.
Yeah.
yeah. Not used to that. Not used to that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say on the secondary for the Dolphins, I think Jalen Ramsey is severely overrated.
I think Ramsey is no longer a corner. I think he could be effective as a safety now because I think he has lost a step since that injury.
Yeah.
I think he's still effective, but he is no longer that, in a sense, shut down.
Lockdown corner.
Yeah.
No, he
Yeah,
looked,
that makes sense.
He looked slow. There was a couple plays that I watched where he got burnt on, and I was like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
just gonna start exposing him.
But
They're
Yeah.
but
going
he
his
he
way.
is known to be kind of like a ball hawk.
Yeah, and
So
that's the
he
reason
does
why
take a lot of chances.
That's the reason why I'd put him
Yeah.
at safety. It would allow him to be that ball hawk a lot more,
Yeah.
rather than you trying to ball hawk on the best receiver. Because once you're burnt, then you have no makeup.
That
speed
is
to get
true.
there.
Yeah.
That is true.
So that's the problem. And at least being the safety, you would have that safety valve of being the deepest person back there, and you would try to keep pace with them as he's
Mm-hmm. That
trying
makes
to run.
sense. Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
Chiefs won despite a lot of drops too that game.
Yeah.
Chiefs have won all season despite a lot of
Yeah, I know,
drops.
that's the thing
But I
about
will
it.
say, I saw what Travis Kelsey dropped,
dropped
like
two.
two
He dropped
right.
two.
Yeah, he
right
dropped
in
two
his
like back to
hands.
back. I think.
Yeah.
Didn't he have like a couple drops in a
Yeah,
row?
Yep.
Yeah. He
And that
was not
stalled,
looking
that
too good.
stalled one of their better drives
Yep.
too.
We
Taylor
can't-
Swift
yeah.
must have sung to him at halftime or
Yep,
something, and
yep.
got him
Yeah.
going again.
We can't forget about the breakout player, Rasheed Rice. Rasheed
bro,
Rice
Oh,
was
yeah.
I thought
yeah.
Rasheed was going to be nice
He's-
there.
yeah.
I just think they put too much on his shoulders with him coming there and
Yeah.
being the best receiver.
because they had the veterans in
Yeah.
MVS and
And they
Tony,
were-
and they
and they
not
were no
really.
good.
They're not doing
Trash.
anything. They weren't. Yeah, they haven't done anything. So
And that's not who you need him to be teaching behind because them niggas can't get shit.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that was.
That's
true.
the problem.
That
with
is
them.
true.
Yeah. The game panned out exactly how I think we all thought it was going to be. Just that
Yeah.
weather. Miami wasn't going to be able to overcome the
Yeah,
weather.
it was easy money with taking the points on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It was like
Oh, yeah.
-5. That was easy, buddy.
100%. All right. Down to the NFC side.
One sec. Did y'all see them having to keep the beers in the fridge because they were freezing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
then-
yeah.
And then
Yeah,
later
yeah,
on,
yeah.
after that, there were a lot of people that called in sick to work because they got sick being out there in the stadium.
Yeah, a lot of like the
I heard that. I heard
hypothermia.
a
They were
lot
getting
of people-
hypothermia
a
and
lot of people
frostbite.
got
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Brother, dedication.
Literally,
Dedication.
literally.
Go ahead and jump into the NFC.
No,
Fuck
wait.
the NFC.
I'm still. There's one more I missed on the
What you
AFC
got?
side.
What you got?
The Steelers versus Bills.
Oh yeah, you could have skipped over that one. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
playing.
you
I'm
good.
playing.
You
I'm
good.
playing.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised. Mike Tomlin has still been the wizard he is, and somehow managed to
Yeah.
make that game competitive.
I mean, yeah. I mean, every game, playoff game they've had the last few years. I mean, they've been underdogs. We didn't really expect much from them.
No, because
But
he has hot garbage
Yeah, for him to
work
get
with
them there says a lot.
and give a chance. to
Yeah,
actually
that is
win.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. What are your takes on the Josh Allen fake slide that everyone was?
Should have been penalized.
Yeah, that should be a
did
penalty.
y'all think it was a fake slide?
It was a fake
Yeah.
slide because he.
That
did
should be a
look-
penalty.
I saw the video of the guy that mirrored the back to back where it looked like he slid last
Yeah.
time. That's literally what he did. It
Yeah.
was the same exact thing.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely a fake slide.
Yeah.
1000%.
You
sure.
could tell his whole he braced himself to
Yeah.
to even go, and then just like,
Yeah.
eh,
Yeah.
nah, I'm
Like,
going.
no, never mind. He's stopping.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
score this 60-yard
Yep.
touchdown real quick.
Yep.
Now that we're on Tomlin, though, I want to mention something. What do
you
y'all
got?
think about him I mean, obviously he was frustrated about the loss. I remember he walked off the press the press conference.
After that lady asked about his
Yeah,
contract.
I mean,
Oh,
obviously we know he's going to be there for another year,
Oh,
but this might be the last hurrah.
You think so?
I mean,
Now,
I mean, if
now,
they're looking,
remember this. Pittsburgh has not had a lot of long tenured coaches, or Pittsburgh is known for having nothing but long tenured coaches.
But I think if they're trying to get, like, they said that they want Kenny Pickett to have some competition at quarterback. So I think if he's not going to be, if they're going to have a new quarterback potentially, you're probably just going to have a new regime too. Might
You
as
think
well.
so?
Yeah, I think they know that they messed up on the Kenny Pickett pick. That's what I'm thinking.
So
We all know that.
They
Yeah.
can't just bite that bullet and leave Mike Tomlin how he is, because is Mike Tomlin the one that went out and got Kenny Pickett?
But if
Was Mike Tomlin out there beating the doors down for, hey, I need Kenny Pickett here now?
I mean, were there
Well-
there were better options.
I mean, they didn't
that were
have
left
they didn't
whenever he
have to
got
get
it.
a quarterback that draft. They didn't.
The-
But you're saying you're saying they shouldn't be on Mike Tomlin.
No.
Yeah, no. I don't
Unless
think
he was
so.
the one that was adamant about
Yeah.
picking
Yeah.
Pickett.
Yeah.
Then in that case,
I'd
yeah.
say whatever you're saying is correct, because in my mind, the man literally has willed this team somehow, some way, despite a Kenny Pickett,
Mhm.
Mason
Okay.
Rudolph, Trubisky.
Yeah.
He has willed this
Trash.
team to having winning seasons, going to
Yeah.
the playoffs. Even though they don't do anything when they go there, that's not on him. He's doing the best with what he has.
I understand that. I just think like the offensive coordinator firing, like he had a lot of pressure on him to fire him. People were calling for
think
Matt
it's-
Canada's
I think
head.
it was a good
Yeah.
thing to
I
do,
think
'cause
it's
their
like-
offense looked bad.
Yeah,
He
but
had
I
to
just
take the
think I
fall.
just feel like, do you think they're moving into another?
I
kinda
think they
moving-
are, but
moving,
I think it's
turning the
also
leaf.
Mike Tomlin getting some new blood in his system. I don't think it's them moving on from Mike Tomlin. I think it's them giving Mike Tomlin some actual help to kind of put this team in the right direction.
Okay.
Because I think Mike Tomlin is the best coach in the NFL right now.
You would say the best in the NFL?
If
I would say most consistent. I mean, like
for everything that
consistent.
he's done,
I mean,
yeah, why not?
For what he
yeah.
had, I will say this year that roster, the way,
Doo-doo.
yeah, it was
Garbage.
trash, and for them,
Najee
Yeah.
Harris didn't do anything until the last 8 games of the season. Before
Yeah, I get
that,
it.
Buddy
Yeah, I
didn't
get
have
that.
500 yards.
I get that, but it's just like how many times are you gonna like? It's like kind of like insanity, like doing the same thing over and over again and not changing.
But the
True.
thing is that it's not his offense. That's the thing. He's a defensive guy.
But that was his. Matt Canada was his guy though.
yeah,
and he-
you're
he
gonna-
overstayed his
you're gonna-
welcome.
You're gonna bring
Yeah,
your friends
yeah.
on. I mean,
No,
you're
I'm
gonna
saying
trust in
he
that-
overstayed his welcome. Though. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
gonna trust in your
Yeah.
guys, and
Yeah, I understand
think
that.
I think that was Mike Tomlin's fault for trusting too much in him.
Yeah.
You could say that could be the same for anybody, just because. I mean, look at Ron Rivera in Washington. Shit, the damn offensive coordinator was wanting to go out there and play some damn football, but he's got his damn wide receivers like, man, this guy's running us too hard. We don't want to do this. So I
Yeah.
mean, even you have coaches that want to come out there and do that, and then
Yeah.
you have those coaches that are just like, no, mine will work. I know it'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust it, it'll work.
That's true.
It just doesn't pan out.
That's true.
And
I
like
guess
you
we agree
said-
to disagree on that one.
Yeah, he did overstay his welcome though.
Yeah.
He 1000% did. I just think Mike Tomlin is that guy.
he did come out after in a different press conference and was like, "All right, guys, if y'all want to talk about contracts, I'm okay. I'm in a
Yeah.
better mood today. We can talk about it today. I'm
Yeah.
ready."
Yeah, I
Yeah.
that.
So I don't know. I think depending on how his last year goes, I think this is his. It's a make it.
I think despite his last year, I would still sign him back.
But it's just like if you have a new quarterback, I mean,
I mean, we can't all be
the quarterback's not going to put him over the edge. Like if it's not Kenny Pickett.
I mean, we can't all be Bill Belichick and get blessed with the guy that we got at the 199th pick to
Yeah.
be able to stay.
I mean,
as long as
yeah,
you
that's an
can.
anomaly though.
I mean, shoot, how long has him and Pete Carroll been coaching? Like they've been coaching about the same time, right?
For a long time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, Pete
On
Carroll.
the same
You want to talk
team.
about NFL wise?
Yeah,
talking about
I mean,
NFL
on
wise?
the same team as the same.
Oh, it's the
NFL
same
team that they've
yeah,
been
been a
coaching.
while.
It's roughly been
Tom-
about
well,
the
yeah.
same.
Couple of the longest senior
So
coaches.
I think they move on for Pete Carroll more due to age than they do to his system not working, because his system was still working, and they're still getting blessed with picks. So his football mindset is still working. It's not a thing like that. It's more of him trusting too much, I think.
Okay.
Him trusting too much.
He getting old too.
Mike Tomlin?
Not Mike Tomlin.
Oh, Pete Carroll, yes. Pete Carroll for sure.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin, no. And that's another thing. Mike Tomlin can stay around a little bit longer because of his age.
Okay.
So I would bank on another 3 to 4 year contract with Mike Tomlin after this year, just to kind of give him one last hoorah to try to do something.
Yeah.
But me after next year, I would not want to move on from Mike Tomlin if I'm in Pittsburgh. I think it works.
Okay.
I think you just have to give him, like I said, he's getting a firing at the offensive coordinator position. Give him a chance to put somebody back there that actually knows what they're doing. So,
Okay. That's why I said I think this is the last year this is it.
You got to prove
For-
this.
this is a
for
prove-
me.
This will be a
For
prove
me,
it
yeah.
year. It'll be a prove it year for sure. It'll be a prove it year. But I think you still bank on Mike Tomlin doing something. The guy's been stellar for you.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. On to the NFC.
Hey, fuck the NFC.
First,
No.
the
No.
Packers
Fuck them.
against the Cowboys.
Man, oh man.
Probably, in my opinion, that was the biggest upset
Yeah.
out of the whole playoff so
Yeah.
far.
That was
100%.
honestly like
Yeah.
I remember that stat now. I think a lot of the games were blowouts.
Yeah.
A lot of the games were multiple touchdown, like teams winning by multiple touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's what it was. With this game, the Cowboys, I think that was like a spectacle to watch. Like
Yeah.
the meltdown was like
Yeah.
really bad. Like
Yeah, it was a
like
complete
you
meltdown.
could turn the game off, but it's like I have to watch
Yeah,
what is
I
going
had to,
on.
Like, what is happening? Like, how is this a thing?
Yeah.
That was, I think, the most points allowed by
Ever.
any Cowboys defense in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, y'all just melted
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, that
It
was a
it-
huge meltdown. It was.
Dak
Fuck
looked
the
off.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
I don't put that game on Dak.
I wouldn't put all
I
of it on
think
that. That for sure.
I-
Not for sure.
Dak
I wouldn't
has
put
a
on-
part of it. Dak has a hand in it.
Oh, yeah.
for sure. I'm not saying.
I think he got
and
the
my
wheels,
thing
yeah.
is that it's still the same stigma that they had with Romo. I can live with it. Whatever Dak does, I can live with. It's the defense I can't live with. You cannot allow them to do what they did, bro. Romeo Dubs was feasting on zone.
Yes.
We haven't played.
Oh,
zone.
yeah.
Every time we've played zone, we've looked terrible.
Yeah. And I think they were just scared of Jordan Love's mobility.
They were, yeah. They were trying to bottle him
Yeah.
up. They were trying to bottle him up.
Yeah.
I think they should have let him run. I don't think he was that fast to outrun everybody.
No. My thing
Yeah.
is, you should have came out of the gates like you typically do, and then if you think you need to play zone and keep him bottled up, then do that. But don't
Yeah.
come out of the gate
Yeah.
playing zone
Exactly.
Yeah.
because you don't know
Way
how
too
the
many
game's
big
gonna
plays. If you get past they were getting past the zone.
Oh,
with, like
yeah.
dudes are 20,
Yeah.
20 yards open and stuff.
Bro,
It's like, dude,
it
there's
looked
no way
like
y'all
they
are
were
winning
out
this
there
game.
converting 3rd and 35s. It looked like
Yeah.
out there
Yeah.
easily.
go.
Too many
Yeah.
chunk plays.
And Micah, that whole defensive line was they're a non-factor.
No, they didn't have any.
The run
they didn't
game
have
is what
anything.
kills them in the playoffs
Yeah.
again for the third straight year.
Yep.
It's the run game.
Yep.
Or for
Oh.
their defensive run game. I mean, the run
Yeah.
game for the offense
Yeah.
obviously wasn't good either. So.
What's his name? Oh boy, he was going off on y'all.
Yeah, Aaron
Aaron
Jones.
Jones.
But he's a Cowboy killer.
Jones.
Yeah,
He's
is.
a
Aaron
cowboy
Jones
killer.
does
He's a
that. I don't
cowboy
know
killer.
What it is? Aaron Jones just does that.
Yeah.
He was just like Zeke used to do. He was
Yeah, he was eating up those
eating
yards. Those
it
yards
up.
per
He
carry.
was.
Yeah,
He scored
just-
3 touchdowns, didn't he?
Yeah,
So
So-
it was
it was bad. I think Dak did get the wheels rolling with the pick, with the
Yeah.
with the Jair Alexander
Yeah.
pick. That's what got it rolling. Like
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
him and CD, they looked off. They didn't look like
They
they were
did.
on the same page.
I think a lot of that game was. I think what happened is that Mike McCarthy pretty much. What is the word I'm trying to use? Like he out schemed himself.
Yeah, he
Like
oversimplified things.
Yeah. Like he it seemed like he went out there with a plan, but the plan should have just been simple, and it looked like he was trying to be too detailed. Like, no, we got to do this, and if we do this and this, like it looked like he was being way too detailed with it when we should have just went out there and hit him in the mouth.
Play like y'all usually do, and y'all would have won that.
yeah, but you would say that the Cowboys were more finesse than they are, like, obviously not being able to run the ball. That they were being, like you said, hit them in the mouth, like smash mouth. They're not. They
Yes.
weren't. They're not. They
I
kinda
know-
gotten
I
away
know
with
they're
that.
Not that, but like use your finesse, use your swag, use your
Yeah.
your abilities that you have. Like
Yeah.
why are we not feeding the ball to CD in times?
Yeah.
Why did it take so long for CD to even touch the ball?
He looked checked out like the
He
first
did.
quarter.
He
That
did.
threw me off
He
too.
did.
Once again, I
Yeah.
think that was the scheme that was brought up because I think he was wanting to kind of run a kind of a decoy thing with CD because
Yeah.
like, oh no, we know they're gonna key off on you, so you
Yeah.
keep playing as hard as you can, and we're gonna try to see what we can do with these other guys. That's why Gallup went for 100 yards.
Yeah,
Ferguson went off too.
Ferguson.
Yeah, but that was only after.
Yeah, that was when the
garbage
game was
time.
kind of decided
The
at that
garbage
point.
time.
Yeah,
Which was the whole second half.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit, it was the whole second, third, and fourth quarter.
What do you think? What do you think? Since we know won't be a head
Coaching
coaching change with the Cowboys, what do you think this means? Like, what am I trying to get to? If Dan Quinn would have had a good showing in the playoffs, like say for instance they lost the next round, they lost this round, but they had a good showing against Green Bay. Do you think Mark McCarthy would have been out and Dan Quinn would have been in?
So if our defense would have went out there and we would have lost it because Dak turned over the ball 30 times or we fumbled the ball away and we didn't do anything, but they killed us on field goals and that's what won them, I'd be like, you know what? Dan Quinn probably does deserve
I was
this
thinking
job.
about that. And I said, yeah.
I could see that. But after what he put out there and what we saw in that game, hell no. You just take the defensive coordinator and you figure out what the hell we need
I think
to do with
yeah.
this defense.
I think he might be on his way out, but we'll touch on that
He
in a
will
little
be
bit.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's either going to be out or he's going to re-sign and he's taking the head coaching job after McCarthy's next year.
Yeah.
Those are the only two thoughts. He's either gone to Seattle or he's staying here and he's going to become the head coach of the Cowboys once McCarthy's contract is up.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be gone. but-
I think he will as well.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
think
he's
he's going to
gone.
Seattle.
I think it's like
It-
yeah.
It's too enticing.
I don't think you can come back from that.
Too
Like,
enticing.
yeah, I
No,
don't think
you
come back
can't.
from
No,
that. Yeah,
no.
you can't come back from that.
No.
Not at all. Not as a Cowboy.
No, the
Not as a
Cowboys fans will
Cowboy.
never let.
Mhm.
No.
let that
Yeah, they would
shit
never
go
let that
Put
go.
down.
No. All right.
To us, that's almost as bad as him choking the Patriots game away.
Yeah.
That's almost just as bad. For us, that's just as bad.
Yeah.
This had too
Yeah.
many high hopes for the Cowboys this year.
Oh,
This was
yeah.
this was the
This
year
was the opportunity.
Yeah.
This was the opportunity.
because y'all are gonna lose quite a few pieces after this season.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Pollard's gone. which
Pollard's probably
he
gone,
was-
which
But
was
we're getting Derrick Henry, so it's okay.
You don't know that.
yeah.
He said it.
Slow
I'm
down,
gonna hit
slow
on what
down.
Derrick Henry said. I'm going off what he
I mean, if y'all
said.
get Derrick Henry, then maybe I'll let y'all slide
Yeah.
with next year. But
Yeah, it's gonna be
Still gotta get
interesting
that
because it's
offensive line
like
figured out,
yeah,
too.
because it's like CD. I was watching something. It was like obviously they're gonna have to pay CD, but if they're gonna pay Dak, would CD be okay with having Dak if he's not the long term answer?
Dak
that would
is-
be hesitant
Dak
on
is
CD.
taking a giant pay cut. Dak's got his money
has
now.
to.
Dak just wanted his
Yeah.
money. Dak was due what he was owed from doing everything he did during the season. And once again, that's the reason why I could care less what happens with Dak right now. Because once it becomes that opportunity, Dak's not going to be money hungry. He understands where he's at now in his contract.
Yeah.
He's gotten his endorsements. He knows what he's doing. So now he doesn't need all that money from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Dak is going to stay at Cowboy. We're going to re-sign him, or he's going to re-sign for a veteran minimum, whatever Tom Brady deal that he did for the Patriots.
Yeah,
is
because
what
he's
gonna
gonna
be
have to
signed.
do that,
It
or
won't be as
Yeah.
long, but it will be a signing like
yeah,
that.
he's gonna have to do that, or he's pretty much gone. And I
not gonna
can't see him play nowhere else
No.
as of right now. I really can't. I can't see it. I mean, I can't really see it as of this moment.
I could see him going to Atlanta.
I was gonna say Atlanta too.
Yeah,
I was thinking
but
maybe
if he doesn't
Atlanta.
go, but if he does, well, I'm saying like
And if he
after
just
next year.
if he just wants money, he can go to Tennessee.
Yeah. Well,
True.
yeah.
True. True.
I'm just thinking about if he doesn't leave. Obviously, he's not leaving. He's going to be the quarterback next year. We don't know what it's going to look like next year with the quarterback situation.
We don't know what it's going to
But for
look
other
like once
teams-
he's gone, because I still don't really believe in Trey Lance that much.
Yeah. But I mean, you're going to have to.
it's tough.
Yeah.
But they like to try to compare
Yeah.
Trey Lance to the same type of quarterback that Jordan Love can be. But I think Jordan Love had a way better.
Mhm.
he had a much better opportunity coming into it
Yep.
because he didn't have so much weight put on
And an
his
offensive
shoulders.
minded coach that
Yes, that helped him. That
Yeah.
guided him once he got there. So
Yeah.
I think it'll be completely different situations because when Trey Lance comes, it's going to be with a brand new offensive coordinator,
Yeah.
brand
Yeah.
new system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's true.
Well, I guess we'll let you be done.
Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys.
With having to relive.
Congratulations, Tim.
If only he was here, he would
Hell
not
yeah.
let
Yeah.
I'll root for y'all to beat fucking San Francisco. Do that. Fuck them
Yeah.
too. Fuck.
That's true. Yeah. That's y'all's only hope
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next NFC game, which was the closest and probably best game,
Yes,
in my
for sure.
opinion,
Yeah, so
the
far.
Rams against the Lions.
Yeah.
I think that went about as how I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah. I
it
figured that
went
would be
down
the
to
best
wire.
game. I figured
Yeah.
that would be the best game.
How is Puka so cold?
Dude,
Dude, he just
that's a steal.
that is still a 5th round pick.
I think that's more of a steal than Brock Purdy was for the 49ers.
Yeah. Because I mean Brock Purdy got put in that a great system.
With a
But
bunch of great
with the
weapons
great- with the
already.
great weapons.
So we'll wait to see what happens. If Brock Purdy takes him to the NFC Championship again, I don't think I can agree with that. Now,
But
once
okay.
again, I think the system did help him, and I think once again the Niners did the same exact thing with Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen them do it, and then it seems like it's working. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna let them trust in their system that it works. Now this will show more of Brock Purdy here this year than anything. And if it pans out that he takes him to the NFC Championship, by default you got to put Purdy above Puka just because
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
because he did that now twice, and now he did it his full first season.
Yeah.
And you can compare it to Puka's first season.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Still,
And
both.
And this would
But-
would you consider this his sophomore slump,
Who? Brock?
Brock?
Purdy?
I mean, he was an MVP candidate before the Ravens game,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't say it was a sophomore.
Nah, it
slump.
wasn't a
But I said,
slump.
But that's his sophomore year, right?
Well, yeah. Well, this is his first year starting
weird.
Starting
every game,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah. At the
So-
beginning of the
It's
I
season.
don't know. That is weird. Okay,
That's weird.
I didn't think about it like that. I didn't think about it like that. I will say for the Puka argument that him being a steal helped the Rams still be relevant
Yes,
because they
yes.
remember they lost all those picks
All of their
because they
picks.
went up. So they traded all those picks for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So that kind of helped them a lot. Because remember, we were talking about, I guess last year we were saying, yo, Cup might be gone. Aaron Donald might be gone.
Yeah.
And
Thought they were just gonna
Yeah.
demolish the whole thing.
I
We
think,
got
yeah.
our one win.
Yeah.
Let's rebuild. Let's see what we can do.
then remember, Cup was hurt at the beginning of the year, and Puka stepped in. So that's
Stafford got
that's a
hurt,
good case
too.
for Puka.
Well,
being a-
Stafford
yeah.
was hurt before the year too, because Stafford was coming off of that neck thing.
Yeah, that is true. Where we were thinking like
Stafford was going to
Rams.
retire. Stafford was done.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the
got
neck
his
thing.
Super Bowl. He's leaving.
Yeah, so that's some great drafting from the Rams to make up for not having those first round picks.
I will say that game did have some controversy in it though too.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one hit on what's his name when he went low.
Oh,
And
bro,
took-
when he
took
fucked
his-
up Higby's knee.
Bro,
Oh,
that was the
bro.
second time he
He
was
did that
he
game.
did that. He did it to Hawkinson too.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's kind of like I think it was Joseph,
Yes,
31,
I
number
think
31,
so.
I think.
Even
Joseph?
Stafford told him, "Hey man, it was a good hit, but that was dirty as fuck."
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even I remember they were talking about it in the huddle too.
Yeah.
Cooper Cup, they were like, "Yo, come on now, that was kind of messed up."
It is. It's 1,000% messed
Yeah.
up. Like I said, I take that hit away over the concussion just because, bro. I would much rather somebody get targeted in the head than their entire career ruined like that.
Yeah,
Because
because
most of the time, getting hit in the helmet, it's more of an accident than it is anything else. That's deliberate.
Yeah, like
they
the
are
dude's in the
go-
air
they-
and
yeah,
he's
they
not
are-
expecting to
they
get hit.
know
in his
they're
knee.
going there.
And you can't
Yeah.
prepare for that hit.
no.
So
Especially
Not
if
if
you're
you're
the
going for a
receiver.
ball.
Yeah.
Not if you're going
no.
for a ball.
And everyone was trying to blame Stafford, saying that he should have placed the ball better.
That's nitpicking. That's kind of
it-
too much nitpicking. That's kind of nitpicky.
He's an NFL
Well,
quarterback,
yeah.
isn't he?
Come on now. That's I don't know about that one.
It was just, I don't know, man. It was dirty. and
Mhm.
it's sad to see because that might have, if
That probably derailed everything.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
imagine
Mhm.
Higby still playing out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would have been a different weapon they would have been able to throw to whenever it came down to that last minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We gotta touch on the elephant in the room though. Cooper Cup. Is he washed?
You think so?
I mean, ever since Puka's been a thing, he's been like
Well, he's not. I don't think he's the number one anymore.
yeah.
I think he's still a number one. I think he's just been getting all of the all of the attention, and
Yeah.
Puka's just been feasting off of those secondary guys, almost like a Juju Smith-Schuster and Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Because I mean, yeah, because Juju
Yeah.
couldn't do nothing without.
like Cooper
Yeah.
Cup, because Cooper Cup still goes out there and he gets his yards, he gets his catches,
Yeah.
but it's not as much. But
Yeah.
Puka is getting open more because it's almost a mirror copy of that player on each side
Yeah.
of the
Because I
field.
think Cooper
Yeah.
Cup is more of a compiler. Like he has to have like 10 catches for 120 yards.
Yeah,
Puka can do it off of 5. And
Yeah.
And he can break tackles too.
Yes, yes.
So I guess obviously Puka has the skill set to
the skill set and the body.
yeah, the skill set. But Cooper Cup has the route running,
Yeah.
but he has to get open to
Yeah.
get the ball. He can't get the ball and then make people miss.
And
He
then
just
get up the field. Yeah,
So I don't know. It's a lot of people have been talking about that. Like,
yeah.
is he kind of washed?
It's tough for me to say he's washed. I do think this was his worst year, but I think it was also due to the injuries and everything that happened to the team. Because
Mm-hmm.
also losing Stafford did hurt as well, even though he was still playing out there. But once again, the second string guy is going to have more of a chemistry with Puka before he will Cup, because he's not going to see Cup unless he's in first team reps.
Yeah.
He'll always
Yeah.
throw to Puka. Puka
Yeah.
will always be there. And anywhere he goes, he knows Puka's going to be there.
Yeah.
So I think some of that also did hurt as well, because I mean it is a big comfortability thing in the NFL. I think.
I think we got to give Detroit a lot of love. I don't think we're giving
Hey,
Detroit,
Detroit
enough
get a
love.
lot of
I don't think we're
love.
getting
Hey.
enough love. I don't think we are.
What's his name? The defensive end.
Hutchinson.
Hutchinson
yeah.
was playing his ass off. Man.
Yeah.
That's how Parsons should have been playing.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
how Parsons should
I
have
agree.
been playing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go back to the NFC, the Cowboys, but I saw something that they're putting Micah on the line now, right? That he's coming
The
up
line of what?
on the defensive line.
Oh,
I mean, as he stands in
he
a
needs to just be a DN.
Yeah.
That's my thing. They were using him
get
incorrectly.
You use packages with him as a linebacker.
I think he has to- yeah.
But I think you still have to blitz him at that linebacker position.
I think he has to
Okay.
still be standing up too.
Yeah.
In a
Yes,
motorcycle
yes,
stance at
yeah.
least. I don't think he can put his head down
No.
and try to,
No.
because he likes to. I know he likes to like skirt around blocks.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to.
I think Aiden
Yeah,
Hutchinson's
put his
bigger
hand
than him,
down.
isn't he? Aiden Hutchinson's a bigger player than Micah
Yeah,
is.
I
definitely.
think a
He's-
little bit.
definitely.
okay.
Yeah,
So he can body through some of them
Definitely.
blocks a little bit better.
that is true.
But yeah, it was that was the best game.
Jared Goff
Yeah.
out there doing his
Yeah.
thing, man.
Yeah,
Surprised me. Gibbs looked good. Montgomery looked good.
Amon-Ra.
Yeah, they
got
all
a lot
did,
going
yeah.
on.
Amon-Ra is really that dude on that team.
Laporta, dude, they got it
Yeah,
rolling.
Laporta's a great pickup
Yeah.
for them. I can't believe Laporta's as good as he is.
Yeah,
It was a good game all around.
Yeah.
I think from both teams.
Oh yeah,
I think so, yeah.
100%.
I think it was. Yeah,
All,
yeah, it was.
all the
it-
answer
yeah.
backs, all the answer backs.
Yeah.
Oh, you scored a touchdown? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
sad to see one of the teams lose. But yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
That's one that
Yeah.
you want to see. You almost want to see like that, like in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like you want
Yeah,
to
you
see,
want to see that. Yeah,
like that.
for sure.
Well, shout out Eminem. He got his
Yep.
his wish.
Yeah.
Bob Spaghetti.
All right, last game. Good old Sheagles versus the
Oh,
Buccaneers.
God.
Another
Whoa,
Baker!
whoa.
That's my dude.
meltdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
But not as complete of a meltdown just because they lost AJ Brown. I think
Yeah.
AJ Brown was
And they came in. Yeah,
a
they
big
came in like
hurt for
1-5
them.
in the last 6
Yeah.
games. So it's kind
it
of.
kind of looked like the writing was on the wall
Yeah.
going into it, but
Yeah.
I think AJ Brown really took all the wind out of their sails.
He wasn't even at the game.
He wasn't.
No.
Oh, they did not
No,
show.
yeah.
Now that you said, I did not see
No.
like
No.
them showing him on the sideline.
He was
Even
at
Devon
the-
Hamlin was on the sideline. That
Yeah.
dude wasn't even there.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, no.
I did not notice that.
They said that he was at a boxing match. He was ringside at a boxing match instead of at the game.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't even at the game.
Now that I mentioned it, I don't,
Wow.
yeah. Now that you said that, I did not see him.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Wow. That's
So do you think he's gone?
No, they need him.
they
Necessary.
really do
piece.
need him.
If you do anything to that, yeah, you're
Yeah,
you're
because
not
Smith
doing
has
anything.
to be a 1B. He's not a 1A.
Yes, he is
has
not
to be
a
1B.
1A.
They need some secondary help for sure.
Yeah,
that secondary
is,
is not. I think that's definitely the weakest part of their
Hot.
team.
yeah, for sure.
Garbage.
Yeah. What's his name, man? What's his name? For the corner from the Eagles.
Slay?
Big play Slay.
Yeah, Slay. He
He gives up a big play every now and
yeah,
then.
he does.
Yeah, he does. He
That's
does.
why he's big play
Yeah,
Slay.
yeah. He hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked good for a while either.
No,
Yeah, he's been.
he tapered.
I think that was his first game back, wasn't it? From the knee scope, I think. Or he might have played the game before, but
I'm not sure.
he was
I don't
working his way
remember.
back from a knee scope. He didn't play like the last couple weeks, I don't think.
That makes sense.
And he had a bit. Didn't he got injured in the game? Didn't he? They carted him off.
Yeah, that's
So-
right. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah. So,
Still
but yeah.
Womp womp.
didn't look good.
Yeah,
Womp
it's kind of hard. It's
womp.
to the point. It's like I don't know really what much to say because it's kind of like we said the writing was on the wall for the Eagles. So
Yeah.
it's like
So is Jalen Hurts that goated? He's that great of a quarterback.
he's a tush push merchant. Tush push. He's. I mean, he's good, but
Yeah.
obviously he's a tush push merchant.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
The
what
thing is, I don't know what you do to fix that team
that's the part that I'm stuck on too.
because Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. You've got a
And-
good running back.
They
You
just
got a-
paid him too.
You got
so.
a decent offensive line. Receivers are good.
Losing Jason Kelsey's really gonna hurt.
Well, he said he hasn't officially retired. He came back and said that it was in the heat of the moment and that he shouldn't have made the comment, and he has not 100% made that decision yet.
Yeah.
So he may be back.
Come on, Jason Lee.
Yeah.
Be there for your
The
kid.
way that ESPN was like showing him after the game, I was saying like, he might retire before he even said anything.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No, he came out and said that it was an emotional made decision that he shouldn't have been. He even said they shouldn't have even allowed me to talk after that because
Yeah.
he was so
Yeah.
emotional. He's gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah,
something
He was gonna
stupid.
say something.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how you fix that team. Defensive line looks good.
The defense line is fine. It's just
Still need linebacker help.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of the Cowboys do too.
We're not talking about the Cowboys right now.
Same division, same
talking about the
division.
NFC
No, but
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. They need some middle line.
Too many big. Yeah, there was too many big plays. Mike Evans.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
Yeah,
If
Mike Evans
dropped a
bro,
couple passes.
He dropped
Yep.
he
Yeah.
dropped quite a few.
Yeah,
And if
they
they
were
would have made those
touchdowns.
connections, bro, it would have
Yeah,
been a way
it would've been
different
way
game.
worse.
Way different
Yeah.
game.
Uh,
You talk about the Packers beating us bad. Hell no.
Yeah.
That would have been the Georgia Bulldogs and Florida State.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll look nasty.
For sure.
And I knew
Yeah.
Baker was gonna go and do something crazy like that too.
It's
I,
just
I,
like
I
Baker.
think one of the biggest things is that this team got behind Baker. I think that's what the difference was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that the team got behind Baker.
yeah.
Yeah.
He showed up
Yeah.
though. He did.
He
his
really
thing.
did.
He did his
He
thing.
really did.
I'll
He
give him
proved me
credit.
wrong. He proved me wrong.
The Bucks they shut everybody up. So
Yeah.
that was another one though we all got wrong.
So we were 1 for 2 in Oklahoma for quarterbacks winning games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Took the trade off. You got to trade
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Oh well, that recaps all the wild card games.
Yeah.
Fuck the Cowboys and fuck the Eagles. God.
Now to the divisional round.
Yeah, we on to
Here
the
we
divisional
go.
round, man.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Fuck, Dag.
Hey,
You killed me, my guy.
I saw a meme. They were like, "This is the saddest "Here we go" I've ever heard in my entire life."
Yeah.
You had to change that, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Let's hear this.
Yeah, that's what we got for- what we got for divisional.
What's the first game up?
AFC
What's the
first
game up?
game over there.
got going on? What we got going on?
Okay, we got
Go ahead, get with it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Ravens versus the Texans.
in Baltimore,
go.
right?
In
In Baltimore, yeah,
Baltimore.
they got home field.
Let's go.
And they said that the weather's supposed to be cold, but it's not supposed to be too bad, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't think it's
just
supposed to be too bad.
Real cold, not super windy or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it'll be a pretty average game. I think Baltimore will still be a little bit more prepared, just because Texas is never prepared for cold weather. So
Yeah.
I think the Ravens are going to take it.
I mean,
I think it'll be
Yeah.
within like 10 points, but I think the Ravens take
that's
it.
pretty much the
10 to
spread.
8,
So
10
that's
to
pretty
8,
much
something
right on the
like that.
head for the spread. Yeah. I think it'll be pretty competitive.
Barring
I mean-
something crazy happens,
Yeah.
like against the Browns, like unless there's just
meltdown.
a
Yeah.
meltdown of some sort.
I
which,
just yeah.
it's hard seeing that happen with Lamar.
Yeah.
implosion by them, bro. That'd be crazy.
Because
Yeah.
like
That'd be
touching back
crazy.
on that Cleveland game, a lot of those interceptions that Flacco had, he just had no mobility to get out of the pocket.
Yeah.
He was just a
It was just
statue.
kind of like,
Yeah,
let me
he's a
see if I can
statue,
get
so-
it there,
Yeah.
and yeah, he could not get it there.
Two
So-
completely different
Yeah, it's
teams
two yeah,
offensively.
yeah.
It's and I think their defense is good enough to hold.
Yeah, our yeah.
They're-
Oh,
they're gonna
Ravens
be-
defense is
yeah.
probably. I think Ravens defense is the best defense left in the playoffs
Yeah.
right now
over the 49ers.
over the 49ers. I think they can stop the run much better than the
49ers.
49ers.
I would say because I would say the Ravens are more opportunistic too with turnovers.
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and y'all
Yeah.
do something with the
Yeah.
turnovers as well,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's what helps.
yeah.
Yeah, no. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I think Lamar and the Ravens take it.
Yeah. Second time they played this year, so I'm curious to see. And it was the first game of the season, so I'm
Yeah.
curious to see
How much they've grown.
what the matchup's going to be like
Yeah.
now, like how far CJ has
And
came.
hey,
So
CJ and them have grown a lot this
Yeah,
year. And
they
it's
have.
crazy to see
because I don't even think
how
they
much
they
they've
scored a
grown.
touchdown in the first game. They came a long way since then. So
Yeah.
that's going to be very curious.
So we all in agreement, Ravens?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens.
You gotta go Ravens.
I'm gonna go with Ravens. Don't be unbiased.
No, you ain't. You ain't about to do the
I'm
the
going with
Tex-
the Ravens.
Oh, okay,
I'm going with
you
the
can't. You can't. You can't go against
Hey.
Lamar in that matchup.
At least not at home. I think the home field will make a difference
yeah,
for
for
him.
sure.
Because I think that's also what helped C.J. Stroud as well, and that defense. I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
that home field advantage. Because hey,
Yes.
them Houston fans came out there and
Yes,
represented.
they
Sure
do. Yeah,
did.
because they weren't expected to be there.
No, not at
Nope.
all.
The fact that they're there, they're like, we're not missing this.
Yep.
So yeah, I can definitely understand that.
Next AFC matchup: Chiefs versus the Bills. That was trash.
Calm down.
Chiefs versus the Bills. It's gonna be a cold one.
It's gonna be a cold one. Yep.
Chiefs.
I think I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
You can go with the Chiefs. Why though?
Chiefs.
Because
I-
I've been on the fence about this game too.
I've been on
I
the
have.
fence as well. I think the Chiefs actually have a little bit of a better defense than the Bills do,
Mhm.
but I think the Chiefs can cause a turnover by Josh Allen.
Well,
I
he's
think
gonna at
Josh-
least give you
he-
one.
he's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
to-
But if he gives you more than one,
he played
it's
too
gonna be
good in
interesting.
the last game to not have
Yeah.
a fuck up in this game.
yeah, yeah. Because if he
has
just
shown
more than one,
at
yeah,
time and time again that he'll go out and have a great spectacular
Yeah.
game. Then the next game it'll be like, he look open. He'll
Yeah.
just sling that bitch.
yeah. Because
So
I think
this will be the game he'll end up hurting himself once again.
yeah.
As a Chargers fan, I can't root for the Chiefs,
I
so I gotta
got
go.
Bills?
I gotta go. The
You gotta go
Bills.
the Bills?
I gotta go with the Bills.
yeah.
got you.
My allegiance to my team will not allow me
Yeah.
to root
Hey,
for the
I-
Chiefs.
I wanted to go for Tampa Bay, but I had to, I had to play the matchup. The matchup just
Yeah.
if all they and once again I also fumbled the bag on that AJ Brown one. I probably should have changed it once I saw AJ Brown wasn't playing,
Mm-hmm.
but I was just at the point I'm feet in the ground, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I made the pick. I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how it
I got
plays
the
out.
Chiefs in this one. I want to ask y'all something. What do y'all think happens for the Bills if they lose this game to the Chiefs again in the playoffs? You blow it up?
Whatever
mean,
you're-
it's like-
whatever you're doing's not working.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a Peyton and Brady thing,
I mean,
but it's just like Bills haven't got over that hump yet.
0-4 in the Super Bowl.
Huh? Well, I
Said
mean, yeah.
0-4 in the Super Bowl.
You trying to put the knife through the heart.
I'm just saying. I mean, you've witnessed it several times.
Yeah.
You gotta. I think you should probably try to do some earlier rather than later.
Because I'm just thinking, like, what happens for the Bills if they lose
Yeah.
to the Chiefs again?
I think if anything,
Allen
I
can't
think
get
you
over that
keep
hill.
keep the team different coach.
That's about all you can do.
That's about the best
mean, yeah,
thing,
literally,
the
'cause
best
you're
thing
not
you can do to
obviously, yeah.
salvage everything.
Yeah.
Because I think it's either the coaching decisions are not working,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to get some different personnel in there, and hopefully that can bring you over the top. But whatever you have right now is not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will
And
say.
I think the defense getting injured as well doesn't help as well.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
defense.
Their
yeah.
secondary.
Their secondary. They got some holes they need to fill. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they've
like
had
you
injuries
said,
in the secondary, but yeah.
if they lose,
It's just like, yeah.
what do you do?
They're like another team like the Eagles. Like, what
Yeah,
do
like,
you do?
What can you fix?
Yeah.
Not much.
Because you're still gonna run the AFC East. Other than, I mean, you have Miami to play.
Miami,
against,
yeah,
but,
she's gonna be between
but it's just
those
like,
two,
But it's just
Yeah.
like that's the only competition.
Yeah.
which they
So it's
proved
like-
they've.
And I
they-
mean, if you
they
keep
can-
if you keep splitting, and as long as you do what you got to do, you still have a chance.
Yeah.
to
did
win
they,
it.
did they split this year? I thought the
No, they won both. They won both.
Bills
Yeah,
won
they got-
both, yeah.
But I'm
Bills
just
blew 'em
saying,
out the
just
first
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
In the mind of the year, you
Yeah,
start-
yeah.
you don't. You're not gonna say, oh, I mean, you gonna say, yeah, we gonna beat them.
Yeah.
But be honest, you gotta. Hey, we gonna win our home game. They'll probably win their home game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So you gotta
That's an
try to.
interesting
You
one.
gotta try to.
Like
keep
this
it-
is the year they have to get over the hump because this is
Have
like
to, yes,
the most
have to.
vulnerable that the Chiefs have been. Obviously, they're playing on the road for the first time. This is
They'll
the
have
most
a number
vulnerable.
one wide receiver.
Yeah, so yeah. After this, if they don't win this, I don't know, man.
it's tough. But yeah, I'm going against y'all on this one. I'm going Bills.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
So we got the Ravens unanimous.
Yes.
Yeah, Ravens do unanimous.
Split Chiefs Bills.
Split Chiefs
Yeah.
Bills.
Well, y'all 2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2-1.
And then the next game, the NFC Bucks versus the Lions. I'm going Lions.
I think I picked the Lions
Yeah.
to win this. I just think crazy enough, my dark horse pick for the Super Bowl, Lions Texans.
Lions Texans.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dark horse Super Bowl.
Ooh. You think the Texans because they're gonna have to go with the code again.
I'm just,
They're gonna have to go with the code again.
dark horse.
I know.
yeah,
horse.
yeah, yeah.
I get what you're
Dark
saying.
horse.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about the path they have to get there.
Crazy
Yeah.
aspirations to happen, but
Yeah, yeah.
dark horse. That's my.
Okay.
But I think Detroit is a lot better. I really think winning that game at home really took a lot of pressure off of them.
Yeah,
They did.
100%.
I
100%.
think they'll come in playing, and especially with it being another home game, I think they're going to come playing lights out.
I think so too.
I think they're just going to take it to another level. They're just going to be so comfortable. It's going to be like, man, if we can do this every time, like, hey,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
keep it going, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
I think the lights are going to be too bright for Baker.
Yeah. I think this is where the roadblock is for the Tampa Bay.
I just think the defense will get exposed before the Baker will play bad.
Okay.
Because Baker's
Yeah.
always been sacked. He's always been hit. It's never been.
It was
kind
kind of
of
like that for the Eagles too, but I mean,
It's
Eagles have a great,
never
yeah.
changed. But Baker's always went out there and played hard every time.
Yeah, you do got to respect that though.
I think Baker will be okay. I think it'll be more the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense will get exposed.
Overwhelmed with talent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
be
I think
overwhelmed.
so, yeah.
That's what will be the big deciding factor. Is
Yeah.
if their defense plays up to that caliber that they did against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That you'll have to bring that same defense out
Yeah.
there to be able to,
But
have a
yeah,
chance.
but
to
the
beat
Eagles,
Detroit.
you would say they're more one dimensional, so they're
Once
gonna
they
have
lost
more things.
AJ
That,
Brown, they went a
yeah,
little
Yeah.
bit more.
and they couldn't
one-dimensional.
run the ball either. So
Yeah,
No,
they
not
couldn't
at
get
all.
anything
Detroit
going.
doesn't have those problems. So
No, they've got
they don't have
plenty.
those problems.
They've
so.
got, they running that
Yeah,
ball.
they
They
running that
running
ball.
it.
They running it
Yeah.
and they can pass it to
Yeah.
whoever.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Laporta and Amon Ra are coming down with the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think the defense will have a little bit more struggles this game than they did last game.
For sure.
I think not having AJ Brown really really juiced them up because they're like, oh man, like we can cover anybody
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
They can
For
run base defenses and not have to worry about overexerting themselves.
they had
Yeah.
Julio, they had an old man Julio out there running.
Julio, third best receiver on the
Hey,
team.
yep. So we all going unanimous Lions?
Yeah, gotta go unanimous Lions.
And then the last game, the Cheeseheads versus the 49ers. I think I'm going 49ers, man. It's hard to pick against the 49ers.
It is harder. Yeah.
It is hard.
It
And
is
as
hard.
good as Green Bay looked against Dallas,
Yeah.
the 49ers looked equally as good against
Yeah.
Dallas when they played them. But 49ers have a
49ers,
much
yeah.
better defense.
Much better defense, can run the ball,
Yeah.
obviously have the weapons.
Yeah.
So it's just
If Brock Purdy can just not turn the ball over,
Talk
Yeah, they'll
about
be fine.
overwhelming with talent. Jeez.
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And that's another offensive battle. I don't think will be the problem. It's the defenses that worry me.
And if you go to the better of the two defenses,
Yeah,
it's going to
Yeah.
be
even
the
special
49ers.
teams, I'd give the edge to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they both got rookie kickers, don't they? Who's the kicker for the Niners?
Oh,
I
yeah,
cannot
don't
think.
don't
I can't
ask
think of
about
who.
no
I'd have to
kickers.
look-
I don't
Kickers
know.
get traded.
Yeah,
they go
yeah.
to they play for
Yeah,
too many
like-
teams for me to
Yeah.
remember.
Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about Justin Tucker, I'm
Yeah,
like,
like,
I
I
don't
know
know.
who
Because I'll be
Kickers,
I'll be
baby.
looking at the kicker. I'll be
Hey.
like, what did he with this team last year or
Yeah.
with
We
another
got-
team? Yeah, it's too
Or
hard to
Dicker
remember.
the kicker. You talking about
Yeah.
Dicker the kicker?
Yeah.
I know him.
Yeah.
I know him. But anybody else? Yeah.
Yeah,
got
I can't remember off the top
no
of my head.
clue. But
Yeah.
I think I'm going 49ers, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard to go against them
Yeah.
Sorry,
in
Tim.
that matchup.
I'm going Niners
Yeah.
as well.
Oh yeah, sorry Tim, but
Sorry.
I don't think it's gonna go the way you want.
Y'all
Yeah.
got
This is
the
good-
win y'all
yeah.
needed.
That
This
was
is
their
a,
Super Bowl.
This is a great
That
year.
was their
This is
Super
a great
Bowl.
year for the Green Bay is ahead of schedule for sure.
Yes, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
With Jordan Love playing at the caliber he's
Yeah.
playing at, wow. That's just crazy that they
Yeah.
getting hits like this at quarterback.
So
How?
all these dudes keep
How?
sitting behind each other, and then
they
they
just
keep producing
get
after
good,
they
yeah.
leave. So
It's gonna be it's gonna be exciting to see
Say-
the Packers the next couple years.
Cleveland,
Yeah.
Cleveland might need to get somebody off the Packers.
Hey, for real.
Quarterbacks.
who's the back? I didn't find out who the
man.
backup is.
Said the Pittsburgh got that with coaches. Green Bay got that with quarterbacks. We got that with losses. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
yeah, I think San Francisco's just going to be too tough on them.
Yeah.
I think McCaffrey is a
That-
way different running back than Tony Pollard and Rico
sure.
Dowdle.
That right there, I don't think it's
And
hard
you'll
for
have to-
teams.
and you'll have to bottle up Debo as well, running the ball too.
That's the
out
thing.
backfield.
I think it's hard for teams to even match up for
It
Christian
is.
McCaffrey.
It
Yeah.
is, and that's the reason why I think y'all have the best chance to do it. 'Cause
Yeah, y'all do.
I just think Baltimore's defense is just too good.
I think that's
Yeah.
going to be the matchup.
I think
Yeah.
you think so.
That's
49ers.
that's-
I haven't.
Ravens.
I would say I'll go ahead and say my Super Bowl pick is Lions and Ravens.
Ooh, I like that. I like
Lions
see
and
that.
Ravens.
That'd be bro. Detroit. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
got
Detroit
Lions and
gonna
Ravens.
blow
That's
up.
right
if they
down,
get
yeah.
that going, bro.
Yeah.
Detroit gonna end up blowing. I think I picked Niners. I picked Niners and Cowboys to go to the NFC Championship,
Mm-hmm.
which
I
is
did
looking
too.
more. It's like it's gonna be the Detroit going.
Yeah.
So it'd be Niners, Detroit, and then I picked Baltimore and Miami, but that was with Miami winning the fucking
The home
division.
games.
Yeah,
When
you would've
it got
thought,
to
yeah.
home games,
Yeah.
and that would have been different in the playoffs. So.
Yeah.
But now it's looking more. It's probably going to be, I'm gonna say Chiefs and Falcons, and then Falcons win and go to the Super Bowl.
You mean Ravens?
Or yeah,
Yeah.
Ravens. My
Ravens.
bad.
Yeah, right.
Falcons.
Falcons ain't in nothing.
Hell
Oh, you
yeah.
said Falcons? I didn't even notice you
I
said that till now.
Falcons, yeah. I said Falcons. Over here thinking of
Bill
Bill
Belichick.
Belichick.
Yeah.
So that one's pretty unanimous for us
Yeah.
as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
So all the games except for the Chiefs and Bills, I think.
Which is
Yeah.
the most one that's
were
on the fence, where you're on the
Yeah,
fence.
yeah.
Which makes sense.
I ain't on the fence. I just ain't
Yeah.
rooting
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Chiefs. That's the only reason why. Hey, in any matchup with them, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pick the
Yeah.
other team unless it's
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they've had some really good
Oh,
games
bro, had
between
some
them.
classic
Yeah.
games.
So I don't feel too bad picking the Bills.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see in this world where the Bills do win this game, just because I think the what Josh Allen can bring to the table, I think can get them there. It's just you have to hope it's Josh Allen's day.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the thing.
that's true.
You
That's
just
true.
have to hope it's his day.
Yep.
If it's his day, I think he can get you there.
Yeah.
But if he's not on, he's not playing good.
Yeah.
he's-
And this
he's
is
not
the
gonna
game
get
because
there.
remember we said last week. I remember we were talking about how Josh Allen hasn't really been leaned on. for them to win the games that they won.
This will he'll.
This
really
is the
believe-
game. Yeah, this is
they'll
the game.
lean on him to do
Yeah,
every.
yeah.
That Josh Allen's gonna have to put his Superman cape on and go out there and be Superman.
Yeah. So this is There's a lot riding on this game.
Before Lois Lane died.
Yeah.
For all you comic book fans. But if they lose this year, he gonna have to come back like Lois Lane
Yeah.
died. Only way they'll get
Yeah.
there. Only way.
Y'all want to get into the
gonna
divisional
get
thing?
the-
Oh, I'm ready for
The
this one.
divisional thing.
I'm ready for this one. I'm ready for this one.
We can go ahead and jump into that.
You want to jump into that?
So right now, guys, we're gonna jump into our the divisional wins that we picked and the divisional losses that we picked for our teams, and we're gonna do our teams ourselves.
Yeah.
So,
Or in my case, single digit divisional win. Single digit.
so we'll go ahead and start it off with you then. Daniel. Let's get it.
All right, so I thought I was gonna have to go back much further for our last divisional even appearance, but it was actually had to go back to the 2018. We actually lost to the Patriots. That was probably the most recent.
What was the score of that game?
We lost 28-41.
28-41.
Yeah, that was against the Patriots in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I think they still had Tom Brady back then in 2018, didn't they?
Yeah, that was the year they won it.
Yeah, I don't
And
feel
then
too bad.
the next year, that was his last year.
I don't feel bad at all, but I
Yeah.
mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And the last divisional win that we had was actually back in 07. Yeah.
Divisional win. Okay.
Yeah, divisional round of the
Yeah.
playoffs
Yeah.
win.
Okay.
Okay. Was back in 07.
And that was
So-
against who?
So we actually beat the Colts in the divisional.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Spencer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We beat the Colts in the divisional. We
I
beat the
remember that,
Titans in the
Spencer.
wild card, and we lost to the cheating ass Patriots in the conference championship.
Phillip
And that's
Rivers.
what, yeah.
Yep.
And
that was
yeah.
the year. That was our year because that was the year
That was
after.
the year.
That LT, we went 14-2 that year.
Yeah,
and then we
and-
lost to the
And
Patriots.
the Patriots are undefeated, right?
No, it
that
wasn't
year?
that year. It wasn't that year.
They were the year after.
No, it
or
might have
year-
been that year. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, because it might have.
But yeah, we
But yeah.
lost to the cheating ass Patriots. Yeah,
Deflategate.
it was actually Spygate that time.
Oh, Spike.
Yeah, it was Spygate.
They got
That was the year. It was the
Yeah,
Spygate,
Spygate
year,
year.
and we lost.
Wow.
It fucking pisses me off every time I think about
Yeah.
it because it was
Yeah.
like
That was the year. That was the year.
that was our
That was
only
your
year
opportunity. That was
Yeah.
your opportunity.
because that was the year after LT broke the touchdown
31,
record
31
that no
touchdowns
one's
or
probably
whatever,
ever gonna
yeah.
get,
Yeah.
and
Or no, how many? Shit, he had a lot.
it was only 32, 31,
Yeah.
31,
31 total
31,
touchdowns?
31 total. Yeah,
Okay. Dang.
That's crazy.
absolute fantasy monster.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our last divisional, and even though we did make it to the AFC Championship, it was kind of shitty because
Yeah.
we lost.
Isn't that the play? I don't mean to bring it up. Isn't that the play where the dude caught the interception and he fumbled it? Do you remember that? It was I don't remember his name, but I know Brady threw an interception and he ran into his player and they fumbled it.
I
and
think
the-
it was.
and
It
yeah,
was
and
that
then-
game.
And they got it back.
Yep.
I was like, that was the one that moment is the one I was like, yo, that could have been the year.
That was
So-
the only year for us,
Yeah.
unfortunately, and it's probably not going to be our year for another couple years. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So
What you
yeah,
got?
that
What you
was
got?
that was it.
What you got, Cowboy fan?
I tell you guys, it didn't look good without
You had to go back just as far as I did.
Yeah. It didn't look good. It did not look good.
Because now I think about it, yeah, the division. If you're talking about divisional, that's not
Yeah,
wild card.
division.
Yeah,
gotta
like you
go-
had to win
Not
some of the
wild
games.
card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some
There
games
There's
you
a
had to
lot
win a
of times
game.
we won the
Yeah.
wild card round, but
Yeah.
we did not win the divisional round. So with me, I mean, I think everybody in this room knows the divisional round that hurt the most.
Yeah.
What was that? That was 2014, I believe.
So I think it was 2013, 2014 season.
Yes, it was 2014.
Okay.
2014.
Oh man.
Dez caught it.
Oh,
Dez
Yeah.
caught it, and that was the
Oh,
one
man.
that was the one that hurt the most because
He
we
di- he
lost
didn't
to the
catch it.
Packers, and we would have ended up playing the Seattle Seahawks, and we already went out and beat the brakes off Seattle
Mhm.
beforehand. So it was one of the most clearest paths to the Super Bowl we probably
Yeah.
would have ever had.
Besides this year.
besides this year.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that. Yeah.
And that one was tough.
Uh-huh.
And it hurt even worse when a year later they come out and say, "Oh, you know what?
He did catch it.
He did catch it. He got his
Yeah.
hands on it. It was a catch,
Yeah.
bro. That shit hurts so
Yeah.
bad.
Damn.
Yeah, I would say. The Cowboys, man, they just have some of the most like heartbreaking moments out of any franchise
Yes.
I've
Yes.
Yeah.
ever
Yes.
seen.
Cause you
And
can
they do it to themselves.
Every
Yeah,
year.
Every year.
And they do it to themselves.
Yeah.
It was sad, man. It was sad. I
So
was
that-
looking
Go
all
back
this
and
shit
look,
up.
yeah.
I was looking it all up, man, and I'm over here scrolling. I'm
For
seeing
a divisional win.
lost division,
Yeah,
lost
yeah,
division,
yeah.
lost division, lost division,
Yeah.
lost wild card, lost wild card, lost wild card, lost division, lost wild card. Bro, I was like, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, jeez.
What was y'all's last divisional win?
What would have been
Now, let me scroll real quick because I gotta get down to it.
Yeah, I thought mine was gonna be too far back. But
they wouldn't have. I mean, because if you after divisional would have been a conference championship. They haven't
Yeah.
been there since the 90s.
95.
95.
Damn.
Dang.
That's when we won. When we played the divisional round against the Eagles, and we won 30-11.
Dang.
The last time we were there, it was
Man.
bad, man. 1996, January 7th.
I thought mine was gonna be bad.
Yeah, bro, it was terrible.
Yeah.
bro. And I was looking too because we had a couple good wild card wins, but it was like, what the fuck did we do in the divisional round?
Yeah.
Joke.
Bro. And Jason Garrett had a lot of these too, and I was like, this fucking guy.
Just
It
didn't
was
get
like
over that,
we even had some that we were like not even that good at teams, and we're like, bro, it was like, how the fuck? did we
Yo,
do
Jason
this,
Garrett
bro?
could have been in the Ring of Honor if he just got to the conference
Yeah,
championship game
if
up
he
there.
was-
Yeah, yeah.
He would have been like, "Hey, I'll take y'all somewhere y'all ain't
Yeah.
been in a while."
He,
Yeah.
he would have been in before Jimmy Johnson
Hell
was.
yeah.
That would have been crazy.
The
That would've
next
been
year
crazy.
after, he'd have been
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Did you say your best? Did you say your best one?
That was
Yeah, that 95, nigga, that's the
95.
only one I got.
Oh, damn.
That's the only one I
Oh, I thought
got.
you had
Hell no.
That was his last
Oh,
divisional
yeah.
win.
Division.
Sorry, God,
Division.
I wasn't even alive yet.
It's not yet. Yeah.
I was
four,
born the year after.
4 years
Barely.
old.
Yeah, I was the year after.
Barely alive.
Yeah, damn.
All right.
It was
get
bad,
into
Drew.
mine.
It was
Let's see.
bad.
All right. So
Fuck the Cowboys.
since '95. All right. So I'll say mine was the 2019 divisional game against the Titans. We were the number 1 seed.
That's when the Titans
Mm.
went to the Super Bowl. Or they went to the
They went to the
championship.
AFC
They
Championship
went to
game.
the championship.
Um,
that was Vrabel's terrific year.
Yeah, that's the game where Derrick Henry literally started the game with like a 60 to 70 yard run. I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna be a long night. Derrick Henry didn't even, he had 200 yards rushing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Tannehill like 88 yards passing.
That was the one he
Yeah.
made the touchdown pass too, wasn't it? When the first one he did.
He
was the
might, yeah, he might
touchdown
have, yeah.
pass?
But yeah, that was tough being the number 1 seed, Lamar's MVP year, his breakout year.
Yeah.
Just for and we were hot on offense. Only in the game was 28-12.
Yeah.
We only scored 12 points. One touchdown. That was tough. I remember watching that. I was so hyped for that game. It's just like, man, we were the number 1 seed.
man. You would have went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was because that was before the
And
Bills
literally,
started.
The only
yeah.
thing that hurt you was that run game was Derrick Henry. That was the only
That was
thing,
literally it.
the only thing that you needed to stop. and
Literally
you
it.
just could not stop it.
Yeah, so that was tough.
You
But
know,
I'll
know-
say for the
you know
go
he
ahead.
got drug tested after that game.
he got drug tested
Yeah.
after every game.
Yeah.
That man, he was
Yeah,
going.
he
oh,
definitely
man.
did. He definitely did. He made sure he didn't score 3 touchdowns. Then he was like, ain't no way, ain't no way. I'll say actually I was looking back at this game, and it was the
You don't have to go back that far. The Ravens, they've
Yeah.
actually.
well, yeah,
been
we
pretty
had a few
good.
divisional
Been
wins, but this
relevant.
one sticks out the most to me because of the storylines going into the game. It was the 2013 divisional game against the Broncos. We were that was the
Peyton
last that
Manning's-
was the last ride for Ray
Yeah,
Lewis.
yeah.
So
That was it for both of them too, because that's when
Huh?
Peyton went.
he won the MVP the next year.
Okay.
2014.
okay.
Yeah, he won it the next year. So they were already starting to get it rolling,
Yeah.
and we were like plus 10 underdogs. We were not supposed to win that game. We were not. That was the game where Jacoby Jones caught that had that catch.
That's
yeah.
right.
And it made it go to overtime. that game right there sticks out a lot. That they say that was probably one of the best. Obviously, one of the best playoff games of all time.
Yeah.
One of the best games of the last decade.
You said
Yeah.
Jacoby Jones and immediately
Right.
took
Yeah, I
you
was like,
right
Jacoby
back.
Jones,
Yep.
that dude
I
right
already
there, he
know.
had some moments, especially in the Super Bowl too. But
Yeah.
we were plus 10 underdogs, and trying to remember what else. That was actually a three overtime game. That's the longest. That was the how do you say, the only game that's been that long in overtimes in the playoffs.
Wow.
That's the
Damn.
last one. It was three
Wow.
overtimes.
Yeah,
and
you can't tie in playoffs.
yeah. And
No.
I think that was obviously I think that was before they changed the
The
rule.
rule.
Mhm.
So it was literally whoever scored. As I can remember,
okay, yeah.
whoever scored, if you kick a field goal, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin Tucker, you can't count that man out. He hit
No.
the game-winning field goal, but it was 3 overtimes,
Wow.
Jesus.
longest game for in the recent history.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
yeah,
your team's definitely been hotter recently than
Anybody.
than
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah.
yeah.
for sure.
So, got a little bit to cover for the NFL coaching.
Yeah, we could talk about the NFL coaching.
There's not too much happening.
Yeah, not really.
We did
much.
get somebody who was it?
AP for the Raiders.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So he
Yeah.
officially has been hired. So
Yeah.
Max
Good.
Crosby can
Good.
stay.
Thank God,
Good.
Raiders,
Yeah.
because y'all would have really fumbled that one if y'all did not
Good.
sign
Yeah.
him.
dude.
The only other news that I have, Falcons got the second interview with Belichick already.
Yeah, they said. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, I heard the
He's
owner
there.
really wants to.
Oh yeah, he's
That's-
going
yeah,
there.
he
He's
really
going,
want him.
Belichick's going there now.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
And the only other movement that I have, well, not movement, is kind of storyline is Harbaugh and his
Yeah.
whole contract situation with
Mhm.
Michigan.
Oh yeah.
They're like clinging on for like dear life, aren't they? Just like,
So
keeping-
they, I didn't realize. I just read a news story actually that Harbaugh asked them to delay the start of his contract, his new contract, so that his buyout can stay low at $1.5 million. Because if not, it doubles for his contract buyout. So I think he's gone, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
not.
think it's set in. Yeah,
It's set in stone.
Yeah, it's set in
Yeah.
stone.
I think they'll have to jump through too many hoops for Michigan to be able to
Yeah,
actually keep him.
Yeah.
So I think it would be best for him to just
Yeah.
move on
Yeah.
and go somewhere into the NFL where he can do everything he needs to do.
yeah,
Plus, some of the stuff in his contract it's kind of like he's admitting he's guilty.
yeah.
The whole he wants protection from the NCAA.
Yeah, like he
From
wants
early
a lot.
investigations.
He knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize he was getting $11.5 million a year from Michigan.
Dang.
And I saw somewhere the Chargers are prepared to offer him anywhere between 15 to 18 mil a year.
We about to break the bank.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So I-
set in stone. He's probably gonna
Wow.
Hopefully, the Chargers can pull it off.
Yes.
Because y'all, that's
Yeah.
something y'all need.
We need that. We need
That's
that.
something
Yeah.
y'all need.
Herbert deserves better than what we've been giving him.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. For what he's been giving you, yes.
The only other hiring that I have is Washington actually found a new GM. It was the former GM for the 49ers.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
An
not-
ex-GM from the
Okay,
49ers.
okay,
I can't remember exactly how far back, but that was the only other hiring that happened.
So
Yeah.
they're pretty much.
But they have a deadline date where everything has to be done, right? What was it?
Well, you talking about where
for
they can hire?
coaches?
Yeah. What was the date again?
So the date they can't conduct in-person interviews until the 22nd. So until what is that? For another 2 days.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's when they can do the in-person interviews, and I think that's when they can officially make verbal offers and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
So I think sometime this week, a lot of these vacancies are going to
we'll,
be filled.
Yeah.
know. We'll know who's
100%.
going
Okay.
where.
There's going to be some breaking news. And with them
Yeah.
Bleacher Report
Yeah.
notifications.
So stay tuned.
Yeah,
stay
So
tuned.
They-
Stay tuned.
They're going to be coming. They're going to be
Yeah.
coming.
The only one that won't be set in stone unless they lose is the Ben Johnson from Detroit.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
yeah,
there because
yeah.
he's linked to
Yeah.
Washington, but obviously they're not going to interview while he's
He can't. Yeah,
in the
he can't,
playoffs.
Yeah.
Still
obviously.
playing.
So,
Yeah, you can't.
so that's the one that's set in stone. Another thing I wanted to touch on is what does that mean for Vrabel? Is he odd man out?
I don't think so.
Where do you think he's going there?
I think they're gonna wait till they can get all these interviews out the way until they can.
Yeah, I know he's been interviewed, but it's like I haven't really heard
I
him.
think he's like that. Like he's like team's back pocket pick. Like I was
Yeah.
like, oh, if
Yeah.
I can't get my first one. Like, all right, here we
Yeah.
go. We're gonna get him.
That's true.
Which, in all honesty, for him, I mean, I think he's in a decent situation. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he could pretty much go anywhere, and I think he'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd have any issues anywhere he goes. Even if some of the crap teams that want him, like if Carolina were going to
Yeah.
go and get Vrabel, I think Vrabel would work fine in Carolina.
Yeah.
They got a young core. He can actually build something there. He'll have picks.
Mhm.
So, well,
Well, they
not
won't have this year's, but
next
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
But
got
I
it
mean,
this year.
technically, they already have the quarterback.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
as of what we know right
and now
now.
all you have to do is just team build once you get there.
Yeah.
And you can still do that because even the free agency is going to be a little wild this year as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's how big the draft is probably going to end up
Yeah.
being this year.
Stay
I
tuned for
think.
that because
Yeah.
that free agency
Hey.
episode is going to be off the chain.
Yes.
There's gonna be some crazy
Yeah.
movements happening.
Yep.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
And be prepared, guys. We're probably going to end up doing another live draft session as well.
Cool.
That'll
Another
be-
live
that'll be
video for
fun.
the draft.
That'd be
So stay
fun.
tuned for that.
Yeah.
Huh?
You want to throw a little tidbits out there about the UFL?
We'll wait.
Are you gonna wait on that?
I do want to bring up the one piece.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Give me.
So we're gonna talk about the UFL, but we're running a little
As
short
you
on
guys
Yeah.
time.
know,
I'm just gonna give
the
you like a little.
UFL is the leagues of the USFL and the XFL. Both spring leagues are now merging
Yeah.
together.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, there's not much we can
Yes.
go off of. Like, oh, this team has this guy
Yes.
because
No,
obviously
no.
we haven't seen him play yet.
Yeah.
But just giving y'all a little.
Little update.
Little update about what's going on in
But
football outside
I
the
did
NFL.
find one interesting fact.
Yeah.
2 players from the Dallas Cowboys actually came from the USFL.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
2
What,
All-Pro
yeah.
players came from the USFL.
Turpin
Turpin.
and Brandon Aubrey.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
that's
two,
right. That's
yep,
right.
yep.
two. Those are
Brandon
the two.
Aubrey was
Special teams,
Yeah.
all pros.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought that was crazy. I'm
Yeah.
like, I would have never picked. Like, I would have
Yeah.
never thought that
Yep.
from the USFL got 2
Yeah.
All
It
Pros.
was crazy too because the Brandon Aubrey story. It was just one of the coaches for the team Brandon Aubrey was on used to coach with the Cowboys, and he called and told him like, "Hey man, we got a guy here that's pretty damn good at kicking this ball. He's
Yeah.
like, y'all might want to try to take a chance and kind of try him out and see what he's like." He was like, "Well, how good is he?" I was like, "Well, he
Yeah.
ain't missed one yet."
Yeah. That turned out real good for y'all.
Turned out pretty well,
yes.
yeah.
So it was a great signing for us.
So, yeah.
I just think the Turpin one hasn't paid off yet, but he is still a piece that can be utilized. He has a place on the team.
Yeah.
He needs some
He has a
size.
place.
He's got to
He
get some
does
size
need
on him.
size.
Yeah.
I think more of his thing. I think he needs more opportunity.
Yeah.
I think you have
Yeah.
to give him his chance to actually
think
do
so, too.
something because I think he has the ability to do something. And I mean, you can see what Devontae Smith does. I mean, I don't think he's much smaller than Devontae
He's not.
Smith.
He's not.
So I think he just needs his opportunity, and
Yeah.
I think he can actually do something.
But yeah, stay tuned to the UFL
Yes,
in the
yes.
spring because some of those
Yeah.
players.
We will be picking
Yeah,
up some of those
yeah.
guys. We actually, I know the Dallas Renegades are a part of it, so we'll probably go to a Dallas Renegades game.
Arlington.
So stay tuned
Was it
for
Arlington?
that.
It's the Arlington
Arlington,
yeah.
Renegades.
Well, I mean, it's the Dallas
Arlington
Cowboys. They play at Arlington
Same
too,
difference,
so
same difference.
yeah.
Same difference.
But
yes,
yeah,
they are part of it. Yeah.
Stay tuned for that, guys.
Yes. Well, once again, thank you guys for rocking with us. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, share to your friends, and leave down in the comments who y'all's picks are for the divisional round this week so we can see it and compare y'all's to ours.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all next time.
All right. See y'all later, man.
Peace.